Welcome, Internet Nomad. Today I'm going to share my thoughts on theories about Life is Strange Before the Storm. Originally, I was going to write a fanfic about Before the Storm. I had a few ideas, such as the events leading up to the Dark Room. As I begin to think about it, that scene is just way too dark to write. Instead, I thought this would be the perfect time to introduce a new series about video game theories. Now I don't come up with these. I find them on the internet and rewrote them in my own words. I will comment on them and try to decide for myself if I believe them or not. My main problem with Before the Storm is the absence of powers. Every Life is Strange game has a supernatural power, except this one. This led fans to theorize that maybe Rachel has a secret power. Many point to the scenes involving the forest fire. Her connection with fire and nature supports the theory that she could control the weather. I like this idea. When I wrote my retrospective on the series, I suggest that Rachel's secret power could be reading minds. However, I don't have much proof supporting that. I just felt Rachel and Chloe had such a great connection in a short time because of her ability to know the right thing to say. To support the theory that Rachel controls nature, people call to mind her connection to fire. When Rachel screams, it seems to affect the wind. What starts as a small fire quickly spreads after her scream lights a nearby tree on fire. Obviously, this could just be a metaphor by writers. I think what really builds on this theory is the title of the game, Before the Storm. These events lead to what happens in the first game. It could easily have been called something like Rachel's story, but the focus on the storm from the first game suggests maybe the storm has something to do with this story. Later, Rachel's anger is related in a series of forest fires. This causes the fire to get out of hand. The fire continues to burn until the scene where Rachel is stabbed, leaving firefighters shocked and amazed. The blaze begins to settle as Rachel is taken into the hospital. Many speculate that the storm in the first game could be connected to Rachel as well. The problem with this theory is the fact that Chloe's death seems to calm the storm. Maybe it is because her love reunites with her in heaven. I don't know how much this theory carries. Some people think that Jefferson is caught and quiets the storm. The problem with that theory is Jefferson is caught in many timelines, and the storm still destroys Arcadia Bay. People point to the play as a hint for this theory. In the play, Rachel's role is Prospera in the Temptress. The play is a gender swap, and the Prospero in the original play is a sorcerer. One scene in the play involves causing a storm at sea that makes the ship crash. While looking into this, I realized Chloe's talkback mechanic is also similar to Prospera's powers in the play. The sorcerer is able to convince people to do her bidding through speech, which is closely related throughout the game with Chloe's talkback minigame. Where do I stand on this theory? Is it fanfiction or headcanon? For me, it sides with headcanon. After my first playthrough, I was theorizing about possible hidden powers. I cannot wait for a second playthrough. And don't worry, the fanfiction episodes will be back. I might even write a Before the Storm related fanfiction down the line. I think part of me has writer's block towards it. I also want to digest the story longer and come up with an angle to write next.